Previously on the World Enduro Super Series. Le Trèfle Lozérien AMV once again proved that it is the mecca of French enduro, as the Spanish speed demon Josep Garcia dominated the competition and became the first non-French winner in the event's rich history. Now, after a classic enduro, 3 straight hard enduro stops await. First up, the Erzbergrodeo Red Bull Hare Scramble.
It's an event unlike any other.
Bikes, bodies, all over the place. Amateurs rubbing shoulders with professionals. They're all taking part in the same race. It seems to just be a battle for absolute survival.
It's a spectacle that has shaped a generation. It's the off-road extraordinaire that has humbled riders for decades. It's the Erzbergrodeo Red Bull Hare Scramble 25th anniversary, and everybody's come to celebrate and to suffer. 25 editions of collective chaos and craziness continue. Erzberg 25.
It's the iconic event that has spearheaded the evolution of hard enduro. It's the off-road extraordinaire that has shaped the greatest generation of riders. It's the 25th anniversary of the Erzbergrodeo Red Bull Hare Scramble. Once again, the world's best riders have descended upon Eisenerz, Austria, to crown the king of hard enduro. This working mine ceases operations for 4 days a year so that bikes, bodies, and minds can be brutalized over the 35.2-kilometer course. With a new no-help zone section at Zentrum am Berg, pros and amateurs might run into problems even earlier than usual. The back half of the course features the iconic Karl's Dinner as well as Die Grüne Hölle, where 2 of the past 4 races were decided. Only a complete rider will master this treacherous terrain and finish within the 4-hour time limit. It is a sight to behold. 500 riders, 10 rows of 50 at the bottom of the Erzberg's quarry. A first in the event's history, 3 women on the front row as Nina Buchholz, Sandra Gomez, and Laia Sanz lead a strong women's field. On board with 5-time winner Tadej Blazusiak, and he runs into early troubles. Shades of him crashing out in 2015. A frantic pace at the front as Josep Garcia takes the whole shot up the bottleneck. Blazusiak back on his bike and encounters an old foe. Graham Jarvis is stuck as well. Elite pack consisting of Josep Garcia, Manuel Lettenbichler, and Johnny Walker emerges as they speed towards the OMV Wasserleitung. Climbs that used to pose big problems are almost an afterthought for the pros. It just shows how much the skill level has improved over the 24 years of the Erzbergrodeo's existence. Another iconic venue, the bathtub, which now just serves as a highway for the riders towards more demanding challenges. The real challenge, however, starts for dozens of privateers and hundreds of amateur riders as row by row is mercilessly let go by Erzbergrodeo mastermind Karl Kato. Not only at the bottleneck out of the start area, but also all over the entire start quarry, havoc unfolds. No time for the pros to enjoy the scenery. High intensity and even higher pace brings riders to a new section. Centrum am Berg awaits. Injured privateer Paul Bolton leads us through it.
So we're here at Three Kings, now known as Centrum am Berg. We've got a really steep uphill here, and then they're heading into a new tunnel section, hooking a left, and then straight back down this section. Really interesting. Don't mess it up. Don't take any second chances.
Manuel Lettenbichler is the first to take on the new tunnel feature. Sensing that Josep Garcia can't be far off, he keeps it full throttle. Not long after the two leaders, it's a female rider who tries to make an impact at the most important off-road race of the year, Laia Sanz. Fast, furious, and female, Laia Sanz is the complete motorsports package and could be looking to improve her already impressive resume.
It's a race I want to do since some years. I'm a trial rider, now I'm doing rallies, but I think trial can help a lot in this kind of race. I never did some extreme races, so it's a new challenge and I like to try new things.
Riders know all about Sanz's incredible potential.
I think Laia will be a really nice rider for that race because she has really nice skills. I learned many things from she when we've been training some trial. It's a difficult race to finish, but I think if she gives all, she can finish the race.
Her hard work and dedication could be key in potentially writing history at the most prestigious hard enduro race of the year.
To be the first woman to finish the Hare Scramble could be really nice, but I know it's really tough and difficult. I would like, and I will fight for this.
It's not just a personal battle, but a fight for the entire women's field at the Erzbergrodeo Red Bull Hare Scramble. Finishing the race will be an unattainable goal for these riders, but as with most amateurs, every checkpoint passed is a success in itself. Of course, success becomes more and more relative as the Erzberg shows its mean side. Manuel Lettenbichler enters the machine, which traditionally marks the start of the no-help zone. But with Lettenbichler's immaculate riding, it doesn't seem as if you would need outside assistance anyway. Meanwhile, Josep Garcia faces adversity in the back. First, Johnny Walker passes the Spaniard, and after Garcia gets stuck in a tree, Wade Young seizes his opportunity. Garcia finds out firsthand how difficult it is to remain with the lead group as more and more riders capitalize on the 22-year-old's mistakes. Johnny Walker runs into some troubles in the woods and is passed by Wade Young and Graham Jarvis. The 44-year-old veteran steadily makes up time and finds himself only 2 minutes behind Manuel Lettenbichler at roughly the halfway point of the race.
Nicely done, man. They're not far here. Oh, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Due to mid-May snowfalls in the Alps, snow is not an uncommon sight around the peak of the 1,400-meter high Erzberg. Unlike South Africa's Wade Young, the German Manuel Lettenbichler might be used to snow during the wintertime, but it causes way more trouble here for Lettenbichler than for Young. The Sherco factory rider takes the lead from Lettenbichler. A heated battle unfolds between the two, with Lettenbichler retaking the lead as Young stops to refuel. The German decides to enter the signature section of the Erzbergrodeo Red Bull Hare Scramble as light as possible. For the pros, the woods are always challenging. For the amateurs, the drenched and the slippery terrain becomes literally unrideable. This may not be the most enjoyable part of the Erzbergrodeo festivities, but the previous 3 days always make up for it. The biggest off-road festival in the world once again attracts pros and amateurs alike to celebrate a very special occasion.
Happy 25th anniversary to the
Erzbergrodeo. This event is unreal.
All the best for
21st, the 25th edition of the Erzbergrodeo.
have great fun.
Everybody enjoy a lot the show.
The 4 days of motorcycle madness start with the Midas Rocket Ride, a short and intense multi-heat sprint to the top of 3 steep slopes. The fastest 48 qualifiers throughout the day are battling it out in 6-man heats. The Super Final sees Austrian Ossi Reisinger winning the Midas Rocket Ride for the 3rd consecutive year, making it his 5th win overall. No Erzbergrodeo would be complete without some of motorsports' biggest stars paying a visit to the Iron Giant. Friday's Blakläder Iron Road Prologue opens with MotoGP legend Dani Pedrosa. As 1,800 riders try to qualify for the 500 coveted Red Bull Hare Scramble start positions, another Iron legend celebrates the 25th anniversary in style. Two-time Erzbergrodeo Red Bull Hare Scramble winner and 5-time Rally Dakar winner Cyril Desprez came to see old friends and to display some serious four-wheel action for the fans. Another fan favorite, the raid on Eisenerz, a parade where the riders thank the town of Eisenerz for its hospitality and support. After 2 days of intense prologue racing, the fastest time comes at the hands of Josep Garcia. The Spaniard sets one of the fastest prologue times ever, almost 9 seconds ahead of Nathan Watson. Being fast on 2 wheels helps, but being skilled on different terrain and in trials comes in even more handily, which the fastest 2 prologue riders have to find out the hard way. Josep Garcia and Nathan Watson lose more and more time as the lead group gets ready to enter Carl's dinner.
Moving on to Carl's dinner, probably the hardest section of the whole race. Across this section, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You're gonna need a lot of stamina across this section. It's reversed this year with a new entrance and an exit. The exit is gonna be so tricky. It's a double hill climb. We'll see how the guys get on here. It's gonna have some surprises in store for sure.
Carl's dinner, feared for its treacherous length. Infamous for the size of its boulders. Enjoyed by no one. As the lead group enters Carl's dinner via its new approach, a fierce battle between Lettenbichler and Young commences. At this point, they both know that they have to get as much separation as possible between themselves and Graham Jarvis. Lettenbichler's superior trial skills might be his big advantage, but in the early stages of this boulder graveyard, Young can't be shaken off. A little farther behind, Mario Roman emerges from the pack and goes into Carl's dinner, sitting in 4th place. As Lettenbichler and Young battle it out for the lead, Graham Jarvis appears in their rear view. The Brit closes the gap in no time flat and starts to really put the hammer down as he passes Wade Young with ease. Next on the Silent Assassins list, Lettenbichler. A small technical mishap by the 21-year-old spells doom as Jarvis feasts on mistakes like these. The 44-year-old once again proves that he's Hard Enduro's fine wine. The older, the better. Jarvis puts on a clinic and opens up a considerable gap. Meanwhile, Young is feeling the heat as his Sherco teammate Roman closes in. Both riders are on course for their best ever Red Bull Hare Scramble finishes. A goal worth fighting for. Roman's excellent ride through Carl's dinner is rewarded when he overtakes Young and puts himself into 3rd place. Mario Roman and Graham Jarvis post the fastest 2 times through Carl's dinner. Jarvis, now on Red Bull Hare Scramble's home stretch, faces a familiar problem at the Iron Giant.
Which way is it?
Orientation.
Yeah, where's the flag? I'm gonna have to go that way!
A 6-minute lead on Manuel Lettenbichler vanishes almost entirely, with a race-deciding obstacle right ahead. Making it as far as Jarvis already has will remain a dream for most amateurs who are still trying to fight against the Erzberg's numerous menaces. Just as the Erzbergrodeo has influenced an entire generation of riders, thousands of amateurs have also been humbled, the 25th anniversary edition being no different.
Green Hell, in 2015, the guy spent 2 hours here trying to get up there. It's 90 meters long with a super slick surface. It's all about the approach. If you make it in one go, you're gonna save a lot of energy and you're gonna have a good push to the finish.
Fans are stacking Die Grüne Hölle, also known as the Green Hell. Checkpoint 23 of 27 saw the race being decided in 2 of the past 4 years. Jarvis enters this incredibly steep section in first, but Manuel Lettenbichler forces his KTM up this muddy slope in no time. Jarvis and Lettenbichler, 2 generations neck and neck, but the former has his bike in a better position to climb out of the Green Hell. Jarvis has made it look easy throughout the afternoon, something Mario Roman can only dream of. He loses valuable time on the Brit. What could have been a disaster 3 days prior because of continuous rain drenching out the area turns out well for Jarvis because it's actually pretty dry. George Avenue, the longest climb of the entire Erzberg, proves to be no real challenge for one of the world's best riders, as he's already set his sights on the penultimate obstacle.
Welcome to Dynamite. This section, 60 meters long approximately. Mixture of uphills and downhills, but the problem here is the loose boulders. If you dig in, you're going to lose all your speed, and that's going to cost you some power. If you can make it in one, you'll be really good.
A 90-second lead at Dynamite usually means a wide-open race, but not with the Brits' exceptional riding. After another legendary performance, Graham Jarvis approaches the finish line knowing full well that he's about to write history. The 44-year-old not only wins the Red Bull Hare Scramble back-to-back for the very first time in his career, but also takes his 5th victory in total, tying him with Tadej Blazuzjak for most all time.
To get that 5th win, I had a lot of doubts leading into this race, you know, seeing the other guys working so hard, and obviously they are younger than me. At 44 years old, I was doubting myself, but under a bit of pressure from Manny towards the end, I used that experience and saved a bit of energy and got into the finish. It's incredible, unbelievable. To equal Taddy's record, it's been a record a long time to equal it, but I'll have to come back next year and get that 6th one.
After a 3rd place last year and a heroic battle with Hard Enduro's gold standard Graham Jarvis this year, Manuel Lettenbichler comes to the finish in 2nd, recording his best ever result at Hard Enduro's most prestigious race.
I'm super happy. Like, Graham, he is so strong in Carlsteiner, so I couldn't get his pace, and I was really close at the end, but still super happy to be 2nd, you know. Like last year I finished 3rd, this year 2nd, so I'm there. I'm the guy who can be also fight for the podium, and that's really cool to know.
Rounding out the podium with a personal best as well is Spain's Mario Roman. His relentless effort on the race's second half set the tone for his ascent to Erzberg glory.
I didn't have the best start. It was crazy with the water and then the dust, but I was not in rush. I take my pace, don't make crazy mistakes, and finally I take my rhythm. I start to chase one rider by one, and finally I get into the podium. It feels amazing. Thanks for the team and everyone to make it happen.
From record-setting performances at the finish line to a new record in the event's female division. By reaching Carl's dinner, Laia Sanz writes history. No woman has ever gone as far as Sanz. She eventually clears Carl's dinner and places 39. Ahead of her, more and more riders tried to progress to the finish within the 4-hour time limit. Like Sanz's countryman and training partner Alfredo Gomez, who overtook Wade Young, while Tadej Blazuzjak shows that he's got something left in his tank as well. 2017 winner Alfredo Gomez finishes the race in 4th place. After being with the lead group for big chunks of the race, Wade Young has to settle for 5th. And Tadej Blazuzjak, prior to this race, the only 5-time Red Bull Hare Scramble winner, ends up in 6th. The 25th anniversary of the Erzbergrodeo Red Bull Hare Scramble sees only 9 riders staying within an hour of Graham Jarvis's 2 hours, 26 minutes, 46 seconds. Great Britain and Spain once again show their dominance as 4 Brits and 5 Spaniards make it to the finish, as 16 riders out of the original 500 make it within the race's 4-hour time limit. After round 3 of 8, Manuel Lettenbichler now leads in the World Enduro Super Series standings. However, with 1,000 points for every WESS victory, anything is still possible. That's it for the 25th anniversary of the Erzbergrodeo Red Bull Hare Scramble. Up next on the World Enduro Super Series is Husqvarna Hard Enduro Spain. Until then, I'm Troy Mannering reminding you to keep the rubber side down.